Have you ever found yourself pausing before doing something simple, like opening a jar or stepping into the shower, just because you didn't want to bother someone for help again? Maybe you've caught yourself thinking, I used to do this all the time without even blinking. Why does it feel different now? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and you're definitely not incapable. You're just learning to move through life at a new pace, with new awareness. Aging doesn't mean surrendering your independence. It just means being a little wiser about how you protect it. There's nothing weak about wanting to stay self-reliant. In fact, it's one of the strongest and most empowering goals you can have. After all, it's not about proving anything to anyone else. It's about living with confidence, comfort, and dignity every single day. Today, we're talking about 6 everyday tasks that many people over 60 often ask for help with. Not because they can't do them, but because they don't realize there are better, safer ways to keep doing them on their own. And I want to show you exactly how to do just that. No guilt, no shame, just practical advice that can help you regain a sense of control over your day-to-day life. Let's begin with one of the most common. Getting in and out of the shower. It might sound simple, but slippery tiles and tight spaces turn this basic routine into a potential hazard. Many older adults end up relying on someone to be nearby, just in case. But here's the thing. There are smart, easy ways to make this task safer so you can continue handling it by yourself with confidence. First, install a sturdy grab bar inside and just outside your shower or tub. These aren't the cold, clinical bars you see in hospitals anymore. Today, they come in stylish finishes that blend right into your bathroom, and they can handle your full body weight without budging. Second, use a non-slip mat, not just one on the floor, but one inside the shower, too. That little piece of rubber might not look like much, but it can prevent slips that could sideline you for weeks. And if stepping over the tub wall feels tricky, consider a bath transfer bench. You can sit down outside the tub, swing your legs over, and slide in safely. It gives you control and takes away the worry. Now, once you've made your shower safer, it's time to talk about cooking, something many people love but quietly start avoiding because of heavy pots, sharp tools, or bending to reach into low cabinets. And yet, the kitchen is often where we feel most at home. So how can you keep cooking for yourself without needing someone to lift, reach, or chop for you? It starts with adjusting the setup, not your ability. Place the most used items at waist height. That means no reaching above your shoulders for pans or bending to get bowls from the bottom shelf. Pull-out shelves and lazy Susans make a huge difference here if you're working with arthritis or stiffness. Switch to lightweight cookware with silicone handles that are easier to grip. Electric can openers and food choppers might feel like gadgets, but they're actually tools of independence. They save your hands, your time, and your energy. And you can even use a slow cooker or air fryer to prepare full meals without ever standing at the stove for too long. When your kitchen works for you, you'll feel confident working in it again. Let's talk about something many people don't like to admit: reaching for help when it comes to dressing. Whether it's buttoning a shirt, putting on socks, or fastening a bra, these little motions can become frustrating, especially if you're dealing with stiffness, pain, or limited mobility. But here's the truth: dressing yourself isn't just about appearance. It's a symbol of autonomy, and it feels good to do it on your own. That's where adaptive clothing can be a game changer. We're not talking about hospital gowns or oversized pullovers. Today, there are brands designing stylish clothing specifically for older adults, like magnetic closures instead of buttons, side-opening pants, or front-clasp bras that are much easier to manage. Sockades, long-handled shoehorns, and dressing sticks might seem small, but they can make a big difference in those early morning moments when you just want to get ready. without strain or help. It's not about giving in to age. It's about being smart with your tools. And while we're on the subject of daily confidence, let's talk about mobility. Many people over 60 begin to second-guess tasks, like walking long distances, standing for too long, or even stepping off a curb. Instead of powering through or waiting for someone to hold your arm, there are ways to move more confidently without waiting for assistance. It might start with wearing the right shoes. Yes, the shoes you wear every day can dramatically improve your stability. Look for ones with firm soles, a wide toe box, and good ankle support. Use walking poles or a stylish cane if it helps. One of those areas is house cleaning. Now, I know that for some people, keeping a tidy home feels like second nature. It's something you've done your whole life, but bending down to clean under furniture, lifting buckets of water, or scrubbing hard-to-reach places can turn a simple task into something painful, even risky. Yet, asking someone else to do it often feels like giving up control over your space. So how do you stay in charge of your home without putting your body at risk? It starts with shifting how you clean, not whether you clean. Long-handled dusters and lightweight cordless vacuums make a world of difference. You no longer have to get down on your knees or lug around something heavy just to feel good about your space. Microfiber mop systems with pivoting heads let you clean without twisting awkwardly. And for bathrooms and kitchens, foaming sprays that do most of the scrubbing for you save your shoulders and your spine. Break tasks into short, manageable chunks. 10 minutes in the morning for the counters, another 10 in the afternoon for the floor. No rush, no strain. Just you at your pace, doing what makes your home feel like home. And if there's one task that surprises people in how difficult it can become, it's managing mail and paperwork. Small print, endless forms, and trying to keep things organized often leads people to ask their kids or others to take over. But giving up your financial or medical paperwork just because it's become a little overwhelming, that's not your only option. There are simple ways to take back control. Start by sorting your mail near a table with good lighting and a comfortable chair. Keep a large magnifying glass handy. It doesn't mean your eyesight is failing. It means you're smart enough to reduce eye strain. Use color-coded folders, red for urgent, green for bills, blue for personal letters, whatever works for you. And if handwriting is uncomfortable, consider using a pen with a thick grip or a digital notepad that converts speech to text. There are even apps that can read documents aloud to you. These tools aren't a crutch. They're a way to stay informed, involved, and in charge of your own affairs. Another task that many people begin to avoid after 60 is managing medications. Remembering doses, reading labels, and organizing pills can become complicated quickly. But rather than asking someone else to do it all for you, there are safer, smarter ways to stay in control of your health without any confusion. A weekly pill organizer with labeled compartments can help you prepare in advance, reducing the chance of missing a dose. Some even come with alarms that remind you when it's time to take a medication. Use a magnifier with a light to clearly read labels and instructions. If you take many medications, write down your schedule and tape it inside a cabinet or next to your medicine drawer. You can even use simple smartphone apps that alert you with a gentle sound. No digging through papers, no relying on someone to remind you. Your health, your routine, your independence. It's easy to overlook how many small things add up to a feeling of confidence. When you feel like you can't handle certain tasks anymore, it's not just about the chore, it's about your identity. The truth is, you're not losing ability. You're learning to navigate the world in a body that deserves a little more care, a little more patience, and a lot more credit for everything it's done for you. You're not less capable. You're just evolving the way you move through life. And isn't that what strength really is? Not pretending nothing has changed, but learning how to change with grace and intention. Every adjustment you make, from installing a grab bar to labeling a pillbox, isn't a sign of decline. It's a declaration that you are still in charge of how you live. The more you explore these simple changes, the more you'll find yourself doing things again that you may have quietly stopped, not because anyone told you to, but because you believed you had to. That belief ends now. You have the ability to reclaim more of your day with confidence, energy, and pride. From stepping into your shower, to organizing your kitchen, to managing your medications and mail, the steps are already within reach. The only thing missing was the reminder that yes, you can still do these things. And no, you don't have to wait around for help every time. Let's keep going, because there are still a few more areas where independence matters just as much, and where a little shift in how you do things can mean the world for how you feel every day. Another area where many people start asking for help, sometimes without even realizing it, is getting in and out of vehicles. Whether it's climbing into the driver's seat, stepping up into a van, or even buckling the seatbelt. This simple act can suddenly feel more like a challenge than a routine. And that can be frustrating, especially when you're someone who's been independent your whole life. But here's the good news. You don't have to hand over the keys just because movement feels a little different. There are clever, affordable tools designed exactly for this stage of life that give you back that feeling of control. A swivel seat cushion, for example, lets you slide into your car without twisting your back. A car handle, those small but sturdy bars that slip into the door latch, gives you leverage to get in and out with ease and balance. Even something as basic as parking in a flatter spot or backing in to reduce step-up height can make a world of difference. You deserve to go where you want, when you want, without hesitation. Independence isn't about avoiding change. It's about embracing tools that make your journey smoother. And while we're here, let's talk about another vital part of your routine: grocery shopping. You might have noticed that carrying heavy bags, reaching for top shelf items, or navigating crowded aisles doesn't feel quite as comfortable as it used to. Maybe you've even started asking a neighbor or family member to run quick errands for you. While there's no shame in that, sometimes we do it out of habit, not necessity. But with a few simple strategies, you can handle your own shopping again and feel stronger for it. First, try shopping during off-peak hours. Early mornings or weekdays tend to be quieter and easier to navigate. Use a lightweight folding shopping trolley or cart. It's far better than juggling bags in your arms. If you're dealing with fatigue, split your shopping list half today, half tomorrow. And don't be afraid to ask store staff to bring heavy items down for you. They're there to help, and you're still doing it on your own terms. Many stores even offer curbside pickup, where you place the order and just collect it. No lifting or walking long distances, but still fully in your control. One final, deeply personal task that people often start asking for help with after 60 is technology, specifically using smartphones, sending emails, or making online payments. You might have heard things like, "Just let me do it for you, it'll be faster." And while that might be true for them, it often leaves you feeling out of the loop, dependent and disconnected. And honestly, that's not fair to you. Technology isn't reserved for the young. It's for everyone. You just need the right pace and the right guidance. Many libraries and community centers now offer classes specifically for seniors where you can ask questions without feeling rushed. YouTube is filled with simple tutorials, and there's no shame in writing down steps or keeping a little instruction notebook by your device. It's not about keeping up with every trend. It's about staying connected to your world on your own terms. Think of what you gain when you learn how to use these tools yourself. You're able to video chat with family, order your own groceries, book appointments, and manage your own banking without having to ask someone to do it for you. That's not just convenience. That's freedom. And that's really what all of this comes down to, isn't it? Freedom. Not the kind that shouts or demands attention, but the quiet kind, the kind that lets you move through your day with peace of mind, knowing you're capable, self-reliant, and in control of your own life. Every task you've learned to do on your own, whether it's stepping into the shower, preparing your meals, dressing comfortably, organizing your health, or managing your digital life, is one more brick in the foundation of your independence. So if you've ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought, "I hate having to ask for help again," I want you to take that thought and shift it. Change it to, "I just need a new way of doing this, and I can figure it out." Because you can, you already have, and you will continue to. Growing older doesn't mean letting go of independence. It means learning how to protect it even more fiercely. If anything in this video reminded you of a task you've already mastered again, or something you're ready to try alone, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else who needs a little encouragement today. And if this video helped you in any way, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps more people find this message. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're building a community here where aging means strength, not surrender, where experience is celebrated, not tucked away. Here's to living your life fully, one smart choice at a time. You've got this.